Hey guys, man, it feels like forever since we've had a set of notes. So today we're going to talk about lesson 1-1. So we're going back to chapter 1 now, and it's on GCF and LCM strategies. And today's date is the 17th. And I know some of you are starting to email like, where's the notes? Get it here. Okay. So first thing we're going to do is talk about what is a GCF, what is an LCM, and then we're going to talk about strategies. And I'm going to show you the same two strategies can work to figure out both a GCF and an LCM. It's just a matter of how you look at things. So let's start with GCF. And it stands for the greatest common factor. So greatest, means largest. And then common means same. And remember what factors are. Factors are the numbers multiplied to give a product. So basically what's going to happen is you're going to be asked to find the GCF, the greatest common factor, of two or even more numbers, okay? So I'm only going to do the strategies today with two numbers, though I think there's a couple on the practice we're going to do tomorrow that have three numbers, but the strategy doesn't change, okay? So one strategy that you may have learned in elementary school was to list all the factors of a number. So what times what gave you this number 36? Oh, it's 1 in 36, 2 in 18, and so on and so forth. Now, that one's okay, but sometimes what happens is people don't remember all the factors. So I'm going to show you two strategies that help you with that. So we have the first strategy is going to be called prime factorization. You guys may call it a factor tree, but I've always called it prime factorization. So factorization is an action we're going to be factoring the prime numbers out of something. So prime numbers are factors that don't have only have factors 1 in itself. So let's have these two numbers. Let's do 24. In fact, we're going to do 24 and 36 the entire time. So with factor ladders, we're going to break our number into factors, and it can be any factors we want. So I'm going to do 4 times 6 for 24, and I'm going to keep breaking down each factor until there's no they're all prime numbers. So 2 is a prime number. In fact, it's the only even prime number. And then we have 2 times 3 for 6. So once I get to all circles at the bottom, meaning every one of those is a prime number, then I'm going to take that and I'm going to write it out. So I'm going to say 24 is the same as saying 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. Okay. Now I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to change the color up a little bit, and I'm going to do it with 36. So I can start anywhere. I'm going to do 6 and 6. 6 is 2 times 3. Those are both prime. 6 is 3 times 2. Those are both prime. And then I'm going to write underneath here 36. And I'm going to put these in order from least to greatest. And remember, I did that with 24. I didn't even mention that I did it, but that was on purpose. So I'm going to do 2 times 2 times 3 times 3. Okay, so if I want to find the greatest common factor, I need to find the factors that are the same for both of those prime factorizations. So it has to be a blue and a green number that matches. So that's a match. That represents a 2. There's a match. That represents a 2. Now 2 and 3 don't match, but 3 and 3 match. So that's a 3. And then I'm going to take these and I'm going to multiply them together. That is going to give me the GCF, okay? So I get 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 3 is 12, okay? So that's the greatest common factor. Now, I had a leftover 2 and I had a leftover 3, but 2 and 3 aren't the same, so that's why that one didn't work. Okay, the other strategy is called, I'm going to call it the factor ladder. I think some people have called it the upside down wedding cake. And how the factor ladder works is I set up my problem differently. I take my two numbers, I think maybe I'll color code them throughout the whole thing. So 24 and 36. Oh, I changed my colors on me, didn't I? Oh well, let's just change them up. 24 and 36. And what I'm going to do is draw like an L, a fallen L around. And then I'm going to say, okay, what's something that can go into both of those numbers? And it doesn't matter what I choose. It can be any number that I know divides evenly into 24 and into 36. So I think 3 can go into both of them. Okay, so what's left over? Well, let's see. 3 goes into 24 8 times. 80, what am I doing? There we go, that's better. Yikes, Rosner. And then 3 goes into 36 12 times. And I notice those numbers are still even, so that means I still can continue with the factor ladder. So I do another rung. Let's see, those are both even, so I can factor out a 2. So 8 divided by 2 is going to give me 4, and 12 divided by 2 is going to give me 6. Oh my goodness, I still have even numbers. So I'm going to do another rung of my ladder, and I see that they're both even, so I can divide out at 2, and that gives me 4 divided by 2 is 2, and 6 divided by 2 is 3. Now notice that 2 and 3 don't have anything in common other than 1. So how do I figure out where the GCF is? This is where it gets exciting. See these guys that are all vertical? That's what I'm going to take for my GCF. I'm going to ignore the 2 and the 3 at the bottom when I'm looking for what's common. This means there's a 2 left over and a 3 left over. So I'm going to take those numbers, and I have a 3 times a 2 times a 2, and I get that the GCF is equal to 12, which makes sense. That's what I got before. So that is greatest common factor. It's going to be smaller than either of your numbers because it divides into them. All right, so let's switch gears on the next page, and we're going to talk about the greatest or the least common multiple. Okay, so least common multiple. Least common multiple. Or actually, let's do that again. Let's call it LCM. Now, sometimes it's called LCD when I'm looking for the least common denominator. So I'm going to write out those words. We've got least common multiple. So remember, multiples now are I take a number and I multiply it by another number. That product is a multiple of the original one. So for example, all of the facts you learned for 3s. 3 and then 3 times 2 is 6. 6 is a multiple of 3. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 is a multiple of 3. Okay, that's what we're talking about. So again, looking at our 3 words, this means least, or hello, duh. Of course it means least. Smallest. Common means same. And when I'm looking at a multiple, not a multiply, but a multiple, I'm looking for the smallest number they have that's the same that they both divide into. So multiple is number both divide into. Okay. So I'm actually going to use exactly the same 2 numbers, and I'm going to use exactly the same 2 processes. So, or processes. So let's try prime factorization. Now again, what you're going to see with the prime factorization is it looks exactly like it did when I was doing GCF, but I'm going to use my numbers differently. Okay, I'm going to use my numbers differently. So we're going to do, again, 24, and let's do 36. Change up just a wee bit on the color there. And I'm going to do prime factorization. So I'm going to do 2 and 12 this time. 2 is prime. I'm going to do 2 and 6. 2 is prime. 2 times 3. 2 is prime. So for 24, I have 2 times 2 times 2 times 3. All right, let's look at 36. So with 36, it's even, so 2 goes in 18. 2 is prime. 18 is even, so 2 goes in 9 times. Oops, sorry, don't circle that guy yet. 9's not prime. I can get him by multiplying 3 times 3. Okay, so now I'm going to write him, but watch how I do this. I am not going to, last time I just lined up with GCF, first number under first number, second number under second number, and so on and so forth. But watch how I do it this time. I'm only going to line up like factors. Okay, so 2 can line up under a 2, 2 can line up under a 2, 3 can only line up under a 3. Now, there was in 24 another 2 that had no partner, so that's why it's blank underneath. For 36, there was another 3, but he doesn't have a partner, so it's blank on the top part. So what least common multiple is if I take these, every single number in every column. So I'm going to take a 2 from the first column. I'm going to take a 2 from the second column. You know what? That is probably the lousiest 2 I've ever made in my life. Sorry about that. 2. I'm going to take the third column is a 2. The fourth column is a 3. And the fifth column is a 3. So notice I'm not writing 2 twice. I'm just taking what number do I see in the column. And then I'm going to multiply them all together. So that gets a little bit trickier because it's more math. So let's see, I get 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. And then I have times 3 times 3. And then I have 8 times 3 is 24. And then I have 24 times 3. And that gives me 72. So the very smallest number that 24 and 36 can divide into evenly is the number 72. All right, let's take those same 2 numbers, but let's see how we use the factor ladder. Now, I'll be honest with you. Some of you are going to love prime factorization, and you're going to keep doing it for both directions. And then some of you are going to love the factor ladder, and you're going to use it. Now, some people like to use factor ladder for one and prime factorization for the other. It's whatever works for you. Okay, so let's do 24, and let's do 36. So with the factor ladder, remember, we draw that rung, and then what's something that can go into both of them? Well, they're both even, so I can pull out a 2. And then that gives me 24 divided by 2 is 12. 36 divided by 2 is 18. And then I went, wait a second, you know what? That's weird. 6 can go into both of these numbers. So I can pull out a 6. So I don't have to just pull out prime numbers. I can pull out any kind of numbers. So 12 divided by 6 is 2. And 18 divided by 6 is 3. All right, now I can't pull anything out, but here comes the magic. You ready for this? This is so cool. We're going to take all the numbers outside of our ladder. So all those factors we pulled out or had the result. So it kind of looks like an L. So we're going to take that, and for LCM, we're going to just multiply those numbers together. So 2 times 6 is 12. 12 times 2 is 24, and 24 times 3 is 72. So those are 2 ways to find least common multiple. All right, We'll talk tomorrow and practice this. We'll see you then. Bye now.